Very, 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 very interesting. Huh. Got these very scaly designs and patterns on your sides here. Interesting. But myself and my team have never seen something like you before. What are you? Oh yes, come in, come in. Yeah, are you gonna be my note taker today? Fantastic, thank you. Take whatever seat you want there. I know, fabulous specimen. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Again, never seen one like them before. Yeah, the paper and pencils are behind you there. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So you see here, their scales are very small, but they have way more of them compared to, the Zaffrons that we ran into that had much larger scales. But they're also, as you can see right here, very, very colorful and iridescent, almost like they're mermaidy, shiny. Yeah. Yeah, just like when you were a kid, right? And that's what is so fascinating to me, is how we've never run into one of them before. I mean, we've explored Quadrant 8 for months now and ran into so many different creatures out there, but never once into this one. And I wonder why that is. Are you able to tell me why? Whoa. Oh, you do speak. Just in clicks and almost clacks that kind of happen between your scales. It's not even like you're moving the mouth that you have. Oh, please write that down. Yeah. That's insane. And you're performing some sketches as well. Beautiful. Thank you. You are our newest recruit, but I've heard lots of great things about you. Oh, not a problem, not a problem. Huh. Let me just lift your eyes here. The bottom lids. And both eyelids again. Huh. Their eyes are almost refracting the light from my magnifying glass. Interesting. But the divots of the eyes, am I not going too fast? Okay, perfect. The divots or the pockets of the eyes are very, very deep. They're very sunken in, like someone who's very ill or sickly or is near death. So interesting. Okay, moving on to the sides here. I'm seeing that on the left and on the right, almost like holes for what I assume are ears. They do not have, how would I describe it? The typical structure of an ear that we'd see on a human or on some of the other creatures we've ran into in the past couple weeks. It seems almost like their ears are deep within the sides of their head. Yes, exactly. That's a perfect way to describe it. Fantastic. Can you see their head well enough to get a sketch? Perfect. Okay. Interesting. And so they do have a mouth here, as we can both note. The mouth is small in comparison to the more standard 7-8 inch mouth that we see. Do you know, I don't know if they can communicate with me right at this moment, but could you open your mouth? Oh, excellent, thank you. Note as well that a specimen seems to be able to understand basic gestures, at least, things like that. Interesting. Okay. Though I'm unconfirmed if they are aware of English or they are just able to pick up on the visual cues. Now moving on to the mouth. Here, as they have their mouth open, they don't have that many teeth. And the teeth are rounder, softer, almost like they must be a type of herbivore or maybe an omnivore who doesn't eat much meat or sharper foods and other items. And nor do their teeth, do you look up? Oh, yes, thank you. See to the bottom of their teeth here. Nor do they seem to use their teeth for any excessive chewing of materials, transportation, or anything else that we've seen before. Interesting. And close. Thank you. Yes. Excellent. With eyes, nose. I'm just going to perform next a touch test here for sensory purposes. I'm going to have them stay still as possible here, just to be sure we've got the holding beams up still. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, no, it doesn't hurt them, but I just want to make sure that they, if they were to be an aggressive species, wouldn't lash out at us. Okay, if you're okay, look, it's not sharp. I'm just going to be, yes, okay, just gently poking, okay? Now, I don't know if you can understand, but nod your head. Okay, yes, you're nodding your head, good. And when I touch you, okay, if you can feel it. Okay, here we go. Okay, you're kind of nodding. Okay, good. Let me see here. Yes, good. Excellent. Good. On the sides here. Yes. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, my dear. Let me see. Can you give me your arm? Arm? Like your arm? Yes, thank you. Yes. Keep recording. That patient does, or specimen, sorry, does seem to understand, again, the basic cues, and seems to be almost understanding more and more of my words as I say them. Okay, you got your hand here? I'm gonna poke your hand. Huh. I'm gonna poke up your arm here. They're not responding to that. Log that they are, other arm, thank you. Log that they are responding to the request, but are not nodding their head to any of the poking up on your shoulder here. Motions. One more on their hand. Even as I press harder, they are not. Put that back down. Other arm again, please. They are not responding or nodding their head at all. Very interesting. Oh, put your arm down, please. Thank you. Fascinating. You know what? That's an excellent hypothesis. It would make sense if they, as a species, for some reason had sensory feelers in their head, but the rest of their arms and their body they did not. Protection purposes, perhaps? Or maybe just how they have evolved over time? Huh. Who knows? Either way, I'm so happy that you've been so cooperative with us. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Log the next test that we're going to be doing. I'm just going to be using some special collection wipes here to collect a piece of their scale, some of the saliva from and around their mouth, and maybe some just of the texture and whatever this shininess that's happening to their scales. Okay, let me just put on the safety goggles here. Are you far enough back so none of this gets on your eyes or anything? Fantastic. Okay. First specimen collection here. I'm just going to be using this to wipe around you, okay? And I'm just going to collect like off your face the saliva, okay? Or whatever this is. Well, they're responding by clicking. Okay. Just have to wipe. Good. Doesn't appear to be drying out the specimen's face as I wipe. It just seems to be appearing to almost soak up into my collecting wipe here and then disappear almost. disappear into the collecting cloth and then reappear right away on their face. Fascinating. Maybe it's a regenerative property? Yes, like them, yeah. Was that just last week? Yes, I think it was Daryl who led that mission. Well, maybe this species is related then somehow. I wouldn't put it past it since they're in a similar quadrant of this galaxy here, so, I guess we'll find out. Okay, I've got this here. I've got this device, soft, see? Soft, yes. That I'm just gonna rub over to collect some of the extra particles and things left behind before I then go in and just try to remove one of the scales. Yes, it's a risky procedure, but let's see here. It might be worth doing. And I can get to run some tests in the lab on it to see if she can more directly pull up any species information, or yes, exactly, or see if they're a species that can travel around, if their skin has collected a lot of dust particles from different galaxies, or at least if we could track what galaxies they've been to, if so. Because if they are as intelligent a species as I think they are, at least based off of this special guy here, then they most likely be one of the travelers. For sure. Again, around head and their shoulders and their face, the sparkle and the different material is coming off, but it's just regenerating again. Log that specimen has amazing regenerative properties. Yes. Okay, excellent. I'm just going to be using this material, okay? And this, don't worry, it's not sharp, just get a scale, okay? A scale. Alright. And you've got the safety on just in case. Perfect. Alright, just a piece, okay? I'm just going to massage it here. There, it's loosened up a little bit. And I'm just going to pry underneath it. Balance this one here. Alright, and slowly start prying it off. No reaction. Just gotta go in a second time. No reaction recorded so far. Again, it must be that on this part there's not much sensory nerves. Fantastic. Alright. Oh. Wow, do you see that? Thought that their regenerative properties were amazing, but never this. How did you do that? I really wish that I could communicate with you. Maybe we'll get the tech team to come up with something. But how did your scale grow back? And that fast, too? Just let me see here. Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Fully grown. No issues. Didn't even seem to hurt you at all when it was removed. Species may be even more interesting than I thought. Alright, can you record and log that we are doing our next test for the smell sensory test? Okay? So, hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. But I have some smelly test tubes here that I'm going to get you to sniff with your nose, sniff with your nose, and see if you could respond in a way to show us that at least you can either A, smell it, or that B, you could tell us what the smell is, okay? I'm not sure, but let's give this a go. Okay. Let's start with purple. Okay. Alright, sniff. Smell. You're nodding. Okay, you can smell it? Okay. I didn't really think this through about how they would respond, but at least they're smelling it. Okay. That one is watermelon. How about this one next? Smell this one. Still nodding, okay. They're clicking a lot. What do you think that is? Not sure myself. Okay. Final one here. This is a green one. Can you give this one a sniff? Good. They're nodding. They're doing that clicking again. You know what? Could they be speaking in Morse code, perhaps? The clicks and everything are so similar. Huh. You know what? Log that down and we'll have to test for that another time. For sure. I'll make sure you're there. You know, this is fascinating stuff. I don't want you to miss it. Okay. Excellent. 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 Okay, so for the final test, please record down the results from this. I'm just going to be getting you to follow this pen, okay? I'm not sure if you can even see in color, actually, but it is kind of an orangey yellow pen, okay? So I just want you to follow. Yes, with your eyes. Eyes, okay? Here, you ready? It's gonna come into you. Go out. Look at the pen. Yes, good. At the pen as it goes out and in, out and in to your vision, okay? Just watch with your eyes. Okay. Follow with your eyes. Don't one side. Good. So far, specimen is showing quite high signs of intelligence, as we suspected, by being quite responsive and understanding my instructions quite quickly. Good. Excellent. Now, look at my nose. Look here. Don't look at the pen. Look at my nose. Okay? Here. Nose. Your eyes. Eyes. Look at my nose. Yes, here. Good. No, look here. Nose. Good. Nose. Excellent. Specimen seems to be doing a fantastic job at picking up my instructions quickly, despite not speaking our language or seeming to at least know that much of it. And now the pen. Yes, eyes, pen. Good. Though the specimen's full intelligence and understanding will have to be tested at a later date. I think after this, we'll need to give them a break, especially after the sedative that Kronk gave them. I want to be nose. Good. Nose. I want to be sure that they are cared for and as well rested as possible. I don't want them to get too tired with so many tests, because unfortunately for them, in order for us to be able to do these types of tests, we'll have to keep them here a good bit longer. Yeah. Part of the job, unfortunately. But I hope that he won't stay here long. I find that the pen, eyes, pen. Good. I find that the specimens who are either on the one side of the spectrum or the other are more likely to leave fast, since we know which ones fall kind of in that scale. Yeah, so for like the one that Jessica was looking at the other day, they were not smart at all, or at least like we couldn't communicate. She couldn't communicate with them at all. So, they were able to actually be released quite quickly, as we, within a session or two, realized that. Over here, pen. Good. That they didn't have that much intelligence, and we weren't going to get much context or info from them about their species, so. And then same with this one here. My hope is that because they're so smart, they'll be easy to communicate with. Pen, one last time. And that then we can get as much info from them as possible and release them sooner. Well, I'm going to do one last check of them here, okay? You're free to go. Yes, that's it. I'm just going to do one last check, make sure that their scale is healed okay, and then I'll be giving them another dosage before heading out myself. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll see you in the lunchroom, don't worry. Okay, dear. I'm gonna be looking one more time, looking, looking you over, okay? Just ensuring that that scale's healed okay. I think it has. I trust you are strong and smart enough to do that, but I want to make sure that's okay, and then I want to do one final check to make sure that you're good before we send you into a bit of a hypersleep, okay? Yes. The scale is healed excellently. There's no signs that one has been removed or tampered with, or even that I went around with that brush on both sides of you and was removing some of the glitter and oil from your scales, maybe whatever glands you have down there. Excellent, 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 excellent. Good, that's all healed. Okay, let me do a final scan up and then down here for you. Good, good, good. Good. Check your left side here. Left side, left side, left side, left side. Check that none of my tools got in your ear canals or anything. Then let me just check on top of your head, top of your head, top of your head, top of your head. Good. Good, good, good. And then finally down your right side again. Right side, right side. Just around that scale and to the main section of your face here. You look so sleepy in the eyes. I'm sorry for keeping you so long. Well, I can turn up that sleeping gas for you, get you back to sleep, and then my associate and I are gonna see you again in the next couple days, most likely, when we'll wake you up to give you another test or couple tests to do for us, okay? You're nodding. Thank you. That sounds great. Okay. Well, thank you so much, dear, for being so cooperative with us and spending your time getting all these little tests done for us, okay? Yes, the hope is that we'll release you soon. Okay. All right. Well, sleep tight.